Hello, my name is William, and I am a PhD student. And today I am here to talk about my research, which is entitled Data Driven Learning and English Teaching Materials Possible Implementations. Basically, the idea for this study is to create some lessons and some pedagogical activities for the English language teaching using data driven learning. So, as an introduction to my study, I hope that I can bring data driven learning and high school English teaching materials closer together in terms of implementing materials and course books that already exist, especially for the public schools here in the state of São Paulo, and also bridge Brazilian educational legislation such as the Common National Curriculum Base to DDL, bring those two principles close, and propose ways to apply DDL into English teaching materials through teacher training and practical examples of activities created by the teachers who took part in this training course and also by me. So the idea is to have lots of examples of how to use data driven learning for the English language teaching, especially in terms of the materials used by the state of São Paulo. The general objective, thus, is to develop English teaching activities based on the parameters of data driven learning with the aim of offering diverse ways of meeting the skills and the contents provided by the Common National Curriculum Base, which is basically the higher law, um, actually not the law, but which is basically a normative document that um, establishes what students need to learn in basic education from elementary to high school. And in terms of specific objectives, the development of an in-service teacher training course with the aim of training teachers to use DDL and some of the platforms for the classroom to apply DDL in the classroom because Paula, my supervisor, and we believe that training the teachers who work with the students on a daily basis is also important in order to take DDL to the classroom with high school students and elementary students as well. And also the production of English-based English activities, pedagogical activities based on DDL by the teachers who completed this in service training course. When it comes to the literature review, we are based on the corpus linguistics, the data-driven learning, and the Common National Curriculum Base, which is this document that sets all the main skills that students must have by the end of their educational life. So, in terms of corpus linguistics, we believe that corpus information can be used and can be applied in the teaching practice. So, that's the connection to the data driven learning, in which the student has the position of a language detective and can access information about the language, can create hypotheses and check this hypothesis about the language, and can speculate and find the language patterns. So what we believe is that all these principles from data-driven learning somehow are in accordance with some of the pedagogical principles of the Common National Curriculum Base, which also sets the students as the center of the learning and as an active person in the learning. So basically, the Common National Curriculum Base prefers to use methodologies in which the student is the center and is the one actually in charge of the learning process. So this is something that we believe that data-driven learning and all the pedagogical principles in the Common National Curriculum Base have in common. So based on these things in common, the methodology of this research, which aims to bring the the common curriculum and DDL together, is first offer this in-service teacher training course for the professionals already working with the English education. Then have examples of practical activities which were part of the book using language data to learn about language. Then having the teachers who took the course to make their own lessons using the platforms like Scale and Lingo, for example, and have these teachers produce their own teaching activities. And after that, the analysis of their activities, and finally come up with some principles for DDL activities. So we believe that somehow the activities that we created for the book using language data to learn about language, and the activities produced by the teachers who took this in service course, they have some principles in common, some things in common, and we believe that we can come up with some principles that all DDL or that some DDL activities could have in terms of stages of the lesson and what is necessary for a lesson to be effective when using DDL principles. And as preliminary results, the tools that the teachers were most likely to use for their lessons and the activities that they prepared were Lingo, Scale, and Versatext, and they were able to come up within the whole course with 10 DDL activities, which we analyze in this study. And the conclusions are that we believe that we can bring DDL principles to high school scenario for the English language teaching, and provide also the materials already used by the state of São Paulo with other types of activities and lessons which use the DDL principles And we also believe that through all these examples that we were able to compile through this experience, we can offer some guide with some principles for future studies in DDL activities and for other researchers who want to develop activities, DDL activities for high school education. Basically, that's it. And here is some of the reference that we have used for this research. Thank you.